Hi guys. So you could be sitting there, for example, and you have money in your bank account. If you have money in your bank account lying there idle, the best option for you is to get rid of that money. And I'm going to be telling you how best to do that in this video. Because you having money in your bank account could be a good thing, but most of the times it is a bad thing for your overall financial well-being and your potential to grow your wealth. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afaga Sifuna. And by the way, if you are new here, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Subscribe because I'm out here each and every day bringing you awesome videos around personal finance, investing, and also going out there to show you different places, real estate, projects, you name it. Thank you for subscribing. Having said that, we all need to understand how banks work. In essence, a good number of people out there give money to banks, and then banks use their money to do business. In reality, banks are using your money to make more money. And yet, for most people out there, depending on the kind of account you have, for example, a current account, or even so, those other type of accounts whereby you cash in money regularly, salaries account, you name it, chances are you are getting close to nothing in return for you banking with your bank. In fact, when you do the math, chances are you are paying the bank in form of transaction fees or even monthly ledger fee for you to be able to have a bank account with them, which actually begs the question, is it the best way of you holding your money? For example, assuming you're in Kenya, you pay a bank 1,000 Kenya shillings each and every month for you to bank with them. And even so, they are charging you per transaction fee. And yet, you aren't really getting any interest of your deposit. Of course, there are those accounts in the bank, for example, fixed deposit accounts, which have a higher or even so a slightly higher compared to current account or even salary account return on you holding your money in fixed deposit for predetermined amount of time. Even so, these returns aren't really commensurate to other offerings in the market. For example, returns on treasury bills. For example, return on real estate and so forth. That's why I'm making this video, for you to have a sense of alternative investments out there which could otherwise give you a better return compared to you holding your money in the bank account. And with that, here are the 5 alternatives to you having your money lying idle in a bank. The first alternative investment is you investing in fixed income securities. To give you an example of fixed income securities are things like, for example, treasury bills, things like, for example, government bonds, you name it. Most of the times, these are securities which are floated by government to assist you be able to lend money to government and, in essence, also enjoy in form of returns, which the government is going to be giving you, a huge chunk of which is predetermined. And by the way, I was looking at a report with regards to returns across different investments last year. Guys, government fixed securities performed pretty well because we're talking about the average return on government bonds last year being about 13%. In fact, these fixed income securities had a higher return compared to the stock market, compared to real estate. That tells you this is a priority and more so a viable investment to consider instead of you having your money lying idle in the bank. And then the second investment which you look to jump into is you investing in equities in the securities market. Guys, we are talking about you essentially investing in stock market and also investing in bonds by private companies out there. We're talking about public listed companies out there. Most of the stock markets out there, securities markets out there, have the option of you buying stocks or shares of different companies, and also the option of you investing in bonds. That's why it is significant also for you to consider investing in stocks and also bonds in those publicly listed companies out there. Reason being, you will stand a chance of actually making a higher and better return compared to you holding your money in the bank. For example, in the current account, for example, in a salary account, you name it. And then the third investment, which also you can consider, is you investing in real estate. Guys, instead of you having your money fallow or even idle in a bank account, why don't you consider investing in real estate? You could, for example, sit there and argue that maybe investing in real estate could be an expensive affair. Well, it might be, but also the returns which you're bound to realize from investing in real estate are lifelong returns. We are talking about average returns of about 7% each and every year, regardless of the form of real estate you employ, whether it is residential apartments, whether it is commercial units, you name it. You stand a chance at making awesome return of your investment. And by the way, even if you don't have enough amount of money, for example, to invest in those heavy capital intensive investment around real estate, you can also enjoy returns from real estate by investing in real estate investment trusts, REITs. And of course, almost all security exchanges out there have option for you to invest in REITs, real estate investment trusts, which allow you to also partake in returns in real estate without really you having to break the bank for you to invest colossal amounts of money. Okay? And then the fourth investment you could consider, which is a good alternative, is you investing in money markets. Guys, money markets funds is actually a way of different investing entities out there pulling together different securities which at least have a good constitute to a portfolio, which in essence are bound to realize some form of return. And by the way, in Kenya, for example, last year we were talking about a good number of money market funds out there having a return of about 7% to 10% of their initial investment. Talk about companies like, for example, Citon Investment. Talk about different commercial banks out there which have investment wings. These had a good return. We are talking about an average of about 7% to 10% return of what someone invested last year. That tells you the upward potential on this is also promising compared to you having money lying idle in your bank account. You could consider jumping on the money market, and also alternatively, money markets, for example, when you're looking at the private space out there, things like, for example, mutual funds could also do, because mutual funds are those which pull from companies not really listed on Securities Exchange. For most of the times, money market funds jump on those companies listed on the country's bourse. For example, you could find, like, for example, Citon Investment jumping on investing in different securities listed on Nairobi Securities Exchange, and then over time also jumping on their own investment. And with these, investors who put money in these different money market funds can be able to enjoy a good return on investment compared to them having their money lying idle in a bank account. And then the fifth, and also a quite unique way of you alternatively investing your money as opposed to you having it lying idle in the bank, is you putting your money on precious metals. You can invest in precious metals, guys. And by the way, this is only a to-go-to investment in case you are talking about long-term money which you aren't really planning to cash out or even use. And I'm saying so because you jumping on this particular kind of investment is going to assist you hedge against inflation. Guys, those are the 5 best ways which you can look to invest your money alternatively compared to you holding your money in the bank. Thanks a lot for watching. Look for share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all stay safe.